sizzle. The sizzle of a Ruth's Chris steak.
The most magnificent corn-fed prime beef, broiled to perfection at 1,800 degrees. Some call it a sizzle. We call it an anthem.
As the waiter approaches, you think, is this one mine or that one?
Ruth's Chris Steakhouse. Like Ruth always said, life's too short to eat anywhere else.
Make a reservation online at ruthschris.com or by calling 800-544-0808.
The way you wear your hat, the way you sip your tea, the memory of all that. No, they can't take that away from me. The way your smile just beams, the way you sing off key, the way you haunt my dreams. No, they can't take that away from me.
No, you can't. No, it's a four-letter word. Starts with an L and it ends with an E. Can't. It is what it is.
Welcome back to the weekend edition of the PM Show on CRN Digital Talk Radio with the one and only Mr. Robert Conrad.
Thank you. So now, Ed, please.
Ed is still on the line there,
What's
Ed.
the question, Ed?
What's your second question?
I'm still here, guys.
All right, go ahead.
All right, what's the question?
Hey, the last one I have for him, David Conrad from Ghost Whisperer. Is that your son,
No,
Robert?
No, it's not. My son's name is Shane Conrad, and my other boy that I was with today is named Christian Conrad.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Those are the
Very
questions?
much.
I thought you had something.
I thought you had a different question. You told me on during the break you were going to have something different.
No.
All right, good.
Oh, the scar under his bottom lip. How did you get it?
Under you said scar under his. You're talking to me.
You're talking to Bob, yeah.
Yes.
What do you want to know?
Bob. I want to know how you got it. Did you get it as a child?
No, I got it as a young adult. All right, it was up here, and it was down here, and it was there.
Inside the lip there, huh?
Yeah. Okay. How do you think I got it? Okay.
I don't know.
It wasn't in church. It wasn't in church. I go to church now every Sunday. It wasn't in church.
Well, so do I.
Good. All right.
I got mine from a scope.
Well, anyway, I'm glad you go to church. And hey, listen, Ed. God bless you. Ciao.
No, God bless you, and say a prayer for my son over there doing all the recon in Japan.
Okay, heard you. Will.
You got it, buddy.
And thank you for talking to me.
Pleasure, Ed.
All right, buddy.
And I will say that. I will say a prayer. I don't say thank you. I will. No, I mean it when I say it. Okay. Now, before we go to John, and then I see two of the Musketeers. All right. But before we go there, hey, Nancy, I want to say hi to you from your father. You write me those letters every week, and I read them, and I love you, and you're in my prayers, my thoughts, and my dreams. So there you go. Good looking. Didn't I name you Nancy? I think I did. Of course I did. I was 19. All right. Anyway, so we said hi to Nancy. Now let's go and say hi to John.
Let's do an email. Can't we just throw one email or something?
Yeah, let's do.
Because somebody complained
let's get the board. Let's do the board. Let's
all
get
right,
this.
We'll go to the board, ladies and gentlemen.
And the two girls, and then
John.
Then we'll email. Is that all right?
Yes, John. You're on CRN,
John.
the PM Show with Robert Conrad.
What's up,
Hey,
John?
Bob.
How are you?
Hey, Mike. How y'all doing?
Hey, voice.
Good.
How are you?
I understand you're at 8.5 today, Bob. Is that right?
Yeah. Well, I was at 8.5. Then I dropped down to 8, and now I'm an 8.5 again because.
You got some female callers there.
No, because I'm happy. So anyway, John, what's up?
All right. I heard you and Brian talking about this earlier. When the first season of Wild Wild West wrapped up, you went down to Mexico with Whitey Hughes and Ted Voigtlander and all the crew from Wild Wild West, and you did Los Banditos or the Bandits. Is that when you discovered Jan Michael Vincent? I know he was in the movie. Did you discover him?
Yes, I did. Jan Michael Vincent tested for the role, and I was impressed with his performance, and I thought he was a handsome guy, and I started his career. Yes, absolutely.
So you definitely have an eye for talent, and that's for sure.
Thank you.
Hey, Bob.
Yo.
I have a friend of mine here from Chicago.
Yeah.
Who wants to ask you a question.
Go for it.
Martin, here he is. Hold on.
Go, Martin. What's up?
What's the question there, Martin?
Hey, Bob, Martin Herrera. I'm the one that asked about your horror superstar several months ago. I appreciate that information.
Sure.
Yeah, I was born in Chicago myself, on the South Side. What school did you go to?
I went. You mean? Okay. God bless you. Now, do you mean high schools, grammar schools,
Grade school.
college?
Grade school?
Grade school.
I started at my first year was at Dixon, Dixon on the South Side, and then my next 6 years, because I skipped the fourth grade, were at JMA, and the irony there is JMA is Junior Military Academy. It's in Hyde Park. It's at 5026 South Greenwood, and right next to that school is a mansion, and the person that will be living in that mansion after he does another run or maybe less is our president. It's his house.
Really?
Yeah. So he'll
I'll
be
be darned.
yeah, he'll be my neighbor when I go to visit JMA, which I always do, just to see what's going on. It's not a military school anymore. It's been purchased by the University of Chicago. So that's where I did 7 years of 8 years.
I see.
Yeah.
Well, my older brothers went to St. Francis de Paula. We were on South Ellis. I forget
Sure.
where on South Ellis there, but I was only 4 when we moved from Chicago to D.C. But
Yeah, but I
one
know
thing-
I know South Ellis. I know that street. Oh, excuse me. Go ahead.
No, I was going to say that was one thing that again that attracted me to Wild Wild West. When it first came on, my older brother goes, "Oh yeah, Bob, he's from Chicago." I'm
right.
like, well, he's got to be good if he's from Chicago.
Thank you. It was the second largest city, but now it is the third. But we're going to work. We're going to work on that.
Work it back up.
All right. Hey, thanks, thanks,
Sure,
John.
good talking to you.
Hey, nice talking to you.
That was
Okay,
Big
Semper Fi. All right. So, see, I get a little Marine Corps talk. Now let's do this, if we may. Let's do Becky and Mary. They've been waiting.
All right.
Bill just joined us, and he's a friend, so Bill can hang in there because he's trying to get us more
Well,
stations.
Bill's got something important to talk to us about. But Becky, you're on with Robert Conrad on CRN, the PM Show Weekend Edition.
Hello, Robert. Hello, Mike. How
Hey,
are
Becky.
you?
We're
fine, Becky. Thank you for your remembering me at Easter, and also tell Sue to thank her. Okay?
I'll do it.
Thank you.
I had a question.
Yes.
I asked you last week about that they wanted you to make a movie about Mike Todd, one of Elizabeth Taylor's husbands.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Was she going to be in it too, or was she going to have any?
Well, it didn't
control in
get. It didn't get to that. It didn't get that far into casting. You know, it never got that far.
Well, you know, Mike Todd was from Chicago too.
Yes, I knew that, darling, and he was short too.
Was he? I didn't
What does
know
that have to do with
You
it?
know that now.
Yeah, I learned something new every week.
Is that the question? Good looking.
That's it, darling.
All right, good. You have a good one, and
You too.
we're going to say hi to a pal of yours named Holy Mary.
That's correct. Coming up here on
Okay.
CRN. Stay with us straight ahead.
Amidst tall trees, clean air, and clear water sits Pyrenees Vineyard and Cellars, located along the beautiful Umpqua River in southern Oregon. Whether you want to sample our world-class Cabernet, Zinfandel, or our gold medal winning Chardonnay,